When you're reinstalling a blade or you're changing it out, you want to make sure that when you put it in, that the teeth are pointing down. When I'm reinstalling the blade, I'm going to bring it down through the slot here. I'm going to bring it forward ahead of the spout for the dust collection. And I'm going to move it right there. I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to move it out of my way. And I can swing it around. I'm going to take it and I'm going to loop it over the top wheel, put it in the slot here on the bottom wheel, and I'm going to make my way around in a circle. Okay. At that point, I'm going to try to make sure I get as close as I can to the center of the wheels. And then I'm going to retension it. So if you watch here, as it comes up into the air, it starts to retension the blade. Now what we have here is, as we tension, you're going to see the little red line move up. You're going to see there's a set of measurements on here. Standard blades, this is a 1/4 inch blade. I would stop it at the 1/4 inch. That should give me the tension I need. Now I can readjust the guides on the bottom. So with the set screw back here. So I want to go in so that I don't hit the teeth. I want to stay behind the teeth a little bit. Reason is if I put the guides on and I put them out too far, the set on the blade, which is basically the way that they're spread out in order to make the cut, it will crush them in and it will take the set right out of the blades, which will cause it to wander and bind. Once I get there and I've got it set properly, I just tighten this. So now they have a thrust bearing and I'm going to go in, and the manufacturer on this one calls for a 1/64 distance between thrust bearing, that which isn't very much. I have seen certain blades where they say that they want about the thickness of a dollar bill or a piece of paper. I'm going to get that as close as I can, and then I'm going to lock it in. While this is running, you don't want to be running on the thrust bearing until you put pressure on it. If there's no pressure on it, what happens is this will sit still and you won't create a lot of friction on the blade. If you create friction on the blade, it creates heat, could cause it to expand and heat up. I need to readjust the bottom guides too. As I come in, I want to do the same thing. I want to leave and stay behind the teeth so I don't take the set out of the teeth. Yes, I have to readjust the bottom thrust bearing, and you can see that I don't leave much space between it. And that's set and ready to go. Now I can lift the port for my dust collection. Now I have to reinstall the guard. This guard fits right inside. Slides in. Take your Allen keys. Come back. Make sure they're tight. Yes, I can reinstall the throat plate. You notice there's a pin here, it sits in the pin. Back here, I can reestablish this. Like I say, I want to keep my tables flat, so one's not higher than the other. You don't want to run your bandsaw with the guard up high like that, because if you slip, hand, arm, whatever, could go through the saw. So what you need to do is lower the guard so it's just above the workpiece. How you do that is there's a handle on the back here. I just loosen it off. I lower it down. I don't want to get my fingers underneath. I want to get as close to the board as I can without rubbing up against the board. And I just snug it in place.